Okay, first and foremost, I wanted to give all praise, honor, and glories to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, Bahashem Rakakwadash, and double honors to the apostles and elder bishops of Great Millstone that taught me this truth. Today, I wanted to make a quick lesson going over the micro C-HIP and the CBDC and things that have happened, because right now they're having this, the World Economic Forum are getting together to have or to talk about plans about what they're going to do and how they're going to implement these things. And I was watching this YouTube channel, which is also on Rumble. They start on YouTube and then go on Rumble, so they don't get censored. But they talk about news and things that's happening around the world. They don't censor anything; it's just the plain truth. And they were going over the World Economic Forum's their panels and going into what they're saying, and everything that they're saying is according to prophecy. So I wanted to make a quick video going into that. And here I am blowing that trumpet, being that watchman. So let's actually go into those scriptures first. So this is Joel 2:1, and it says, "Blow ye the trumpet in Zion, and sound an alarm in my holy mountain. Let all the inhabitants of the land tremble, for the day of the Lord cometh, for it is nigh at hand." Yeah, it's right here. It is nigh at hand. The more time passes by, the more the vision is coming, and it's clearly here. We can see central bank digital currencies being set up. We can see the micro C-HIP being discussed all over the world. It's actually already being implemented in some places like I think it's Switzerland and another country, I forgot, but it's already being implemented in many places. So we just have to be wary and keep watching and blowing that trumpet. And this is Isaiah 62:6, and it says, "I have set watchmen upon thy walls, O Jerusalem, which shall never hold their peace day nor night. Ye that make mention of the Lord, keep not silence." So we're not supposed to be silent. We're supposed to constantly be looking, be on the watch for news, for things that correlate with prophecy, and blowing that trumpet. So let's actually go. I'm gonna play some of this video, which goes into that panel to show what they're trying to implement.
How the panel told us it can work in our everyday lives. This is terrifying. Watch.
You're in the zone. Even you can't believe how productive you've been. Your memo is finished, your inbox is under control, and you're feeling sharper than you have in a decade. Sensing your joy, your playlist shifts to your favorite song, sending chills up your spine as the music begins to play. You glance at the program running in the background on your computer screen and notice a now familiar sight that appears whenever you're overloaded with pleasure. Your theta brainwave activity decreasing in the temporal regions of your brain. You mentally move the cursor to the left and scroll through your brain data over the past few hours. You can see your stress levels rising as the...
This is talking about having that C-HIP inside of you to measure your brain data to be able to control you, so your employer can actually tell if you're doing things that are not according to what's supposed to be on the job, and to literally they can control you with this and see what exactly you're thinking. But I'm gonna just let the video keep playing.
The deadline to finish your memo approached, causing a peak in your beta brainwave activity right before an alert popped up telling you to take a brain break. But what's that unusual change in your brain activity when you're asleep? It started earlier in the month. You send a text message to your doctor with a mental swipe of your cursor. "Could you take a quick look at my brain data? Anything to worry about?" Your mind starts to wander to the new colleague on your team, whom you know you shouldn't be daydreaming about, given the policy against intra-office romance. But you can't help fantasizing just a little. But then you start to worry that your boss will notice your amorous feelings when she checks your brain activity and shift your attention back to the present.
That's probably okay.
You breathe a sigh of relief when the email she sends you later that day congratulates you on your brain metrics from the past quarter, which have earned you another performance bonus. You head home jamming to the music, with your work-issued brain-sensing earbuds still in. When you arrive at work the next day, a somber cloud has fallen over the office. Along with emails, text messages, and GPS location data, the government has subpoenaed employees' brainwave data from the past year. They have compelling evidence that one of your coworkers has committed massive wire fraud. Now, they're looking for his co-conspirators. You discover they are looking for synchronized brain activity between your coworker and the people he has been working with. While you know you're innocent of any crime, you've been secretly working with him on a new startup venture. Shaking, you remove your earbuds.
What the?
Yeah.
Whoa.
So right there, it just shows how, with this system, with the C-hip, they're gonna be able to dig into your thoughts, literally, and be able to make assumptions and just read what you're thinking. Pretty much, they're gonna be in your head at all times. And how you can tell a doctor, oh, my brain data is off, man, that is gonna bring so many more problems than solutions, because we know that everything that this devil tries to do is just to deceive. So let me see if they have anything to say.
Now, I want to know,
So
does
you wanna
Toby across the aisle
respond to
get a
that?
notification that she's like microaggressing him from across the room? Like, does
Yeah, this is another clip going over kind of the same thing, and listen to what she says. And if this isn't more proof to that the C-hip is the MOTB, then I don't know what else to say. You need to do some praying.
That adapts to our abilities, slows down when we need to slow down, and helps us to reset so that we don't suffer from endless cycles of stress. Surveillance of the human brain can be powerful, helpful, useful. It also has a dystopian possibility of being used
It has a dystopian possibility. Let's see what else she says.
to exploit and bring to the surface our most secret self.
Now, if people really think that's not their true end goal, then they're clearly delusional, because all these people care about is power. And with this C-hip, the MOTB, they're going to be able to have 100% power over everyone, because they can control what you get, what you buy, where you drive, literally everything about you they can control. Because they'll be like, oh no, you're spending too much on gas today, so we're gonna limit you on this. Oh, you bought some foods you're not supposed to buy, so we're gonna limit you on this. And they're gonna be in your head, literally controlling you. And she said, a possibility of dystopian society, this is exactly what they want to do.
Focusing in the world of wearable technology as opposed to implanted technology. And I do believe that within many of our lifetimes, we'll see healthy people using implanted brain technology as well.
Oh,
No, I do not want that.
What did she say?
Helps us
Say
to
that
be
again.
useful. Focusing in the world of wearable technology as opposed to implanted technology. And I do believe that within many of our lifetimes, we'll see healthy people using implanted brain technology as well.
In many of our lifetime, I'll see healthy people wearing implanted brain technology. If that's not the C-hip, then I don't know what it is, man. I cannot get any clearer. So that was just to show that the vision is getting closer. And let's actually go to that. This is Habakkuk 2 and 3, and it says, for the vision, or let's start at 2 actually. And the Lord answered me and said, write the vision and make it plain upon tables, that he may run that readeth it. Right? Because this vision is terrible. It's deadly. Jacob's trouble is not something that's going to be cute. It's not going to be nice. It's going to be a deadly time. And this was way before anything had happened. This was years ago. And it says, for the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. And right now that's exactly what it's doing. It's speaking. That vision that was written down on those tables is speaking. How people are going to get a mark that without it you can't buy or sell. That vision is speaking, and it's either going to be in your right hand or in your forehead. That vision is speaking. And we're in those times. Okay? And it says, though it tarry, wait for it, right? though it's taken a while, wait for it, because it will surely come. It will not tarry. And that's what you have to understand, that in this truth, it's all about patience and it's all about waiting, because we don't know when the day is going to come, but we see the vision speaking, and that gives us faith, and just, what's the word? It just gives us reassurance that what we're believing is true, and how it says we have to be fully persuaded in our own minds. So let's go to Revelation 13, and I'm actually gonna start at 11 and break down from here all the way down. It says, "And I beheld another beast coming up out of the earth, and he had two horns like a lamb." And what that's signifying is this America. And the two horns like a lamb is that Republican and the Democrats, but they're really from the same beast, which is the Roman Empire, because this is the revised Roman Empire, right? The Roman Empire fell, but this is pretty much the same thing. The Roman Empire now upgraded, and that beast has two horns like a lamb, and he spake as a dragon. Why? Because he's speaking deceitful, right? He has the right wing and the left wing, the Democrats and the Republicans, and he's speaking as a dragon because each side says the opposite of what the other's saying, and really the beast controls both sides. And it says, "And he exerciseth all the power of the first beast before him, which was that first Roman Empire, and causeth the earth and them which dwell therein to worship the first beast," right? To worship the first beast, which is that Roman Empire. Because if you really look at it, we still do all the things that the Roman Empire did. We still have the same system where it's Democrats and Republicans. They did that all the way in that time too. And a lot of our whole system is based on the Romans, right? The dollar, the coins, it's all the same. And it says, "Whose deadly wound was healed," right? Because it fell, but it's now back up. "And he doeth great wonders, so that he maketh fire come down from heaven on the earth in the sight of men. And he deceiveth them that dwell on the earth by the means of those miracles which he had power to do in the sight of the beast," right? Many people are gonna fall for the miracles that you can do with this sihib, with this system, because they're gonna show it in a way that either you're gonna get it or you're not, or they can do a lot of things with the sihib. Like, for example, paraplegics. They're claiming that they can have people that cannot walk, they can restore that function. People that cannot see, they can bring back their eyesight. And all these are miracles that are going to deceive the people on the earth, saying to them that dwell on the earth that they should make an image to the beast which had the wound by a sword and did live, right? And the image of the beast is the system, which is the sihib, okay, the MOTB, which you do not get that. And it says, "And he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak, and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed." Because when this thing really gets rolled out, it's going to be either you get the chip, the sihib, or you don't, and you're left from society, right? Right now they're manufacturing a famine, and it's going to be where the people, that system, that CBDC, they're going to have all the storage of the food, and if you don't get that sihib, you're not going to have access to food, and that's going to be Jacob's trouble, right? And many people are going to be put to death, it says martyrs, because they don't get that sihib. There's going to be people getting guillotined, it says, for not worshiping the image, right? And it says, "And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads." And that's exactly what that woman was talking about. How she even said it, in our lifetime, people healthy are going to have implantable technology or something like that. And we can see that everything's being developed, right? Everything is going through that perfect plan of the Lord Yahweh Bahashim Yahushai. "And that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark." or the name of the beast or the number of his name, right? And that's exactly what I just went into. If you're not in the system, you're not going to be able to buy or sell, because a lot of these stores are going to have security guards, and if you don't have that C-hip, you're not going to be able to get in. That's going to be the new form of payment with your hand, which a lot of companies are already rolling out. And yeah, you're just going to be cut off, right? And it says, here's wisdom, let him that hath understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 666. Yep, that's plain. Now I actually saw a brother post about this. Let me pull it up real quick. 66 COVID. Let me pull it up real quick. I saw it on a brother's community tab today. Let me see if I can pull it up on my phone. More than I'm not exactly sure the title, but it says more than 666 million doses of COVID-19 vaccines have been given in the United States from December 14th, 2020 through January 11th, 2023. And that was an article that came out, and of course the number was 666 million doses. So that's what I wanted to pull up. Right? And yeah. So now one may ask, like, how will I be saved? How will I survive in the time of Jacob's trouble when I don't get that mark? Right? When I don't get that chip. And the answer to that is to follow in the Lord's footsteps. Follow the law, statutes, and commandments. Do not eat no pork, lobster, shrimp, or crab. Do not line up your beard. Do not get lineups. Most importantly, feed a sheep. Okay? And let's read here. It says, Revelation 3:10, because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world to try them that dwell upon the earth. And that's exactly what's going to happen when that hour of temptation comes, which is going to be, are going to take that C-hip or not? Many are going to fold, because when people get hungry, their true instinct comes out. And people are out of hunger, they're going to take this chip to eat. And even though they take this chip to eat, it's this system, this economy is not going to recover, right? We know that ultimately it ends with Russia or China sending them ICBM missiles over here and making fire of the whole United States, whole Babylon, lighting this place up. This is another scripture going into this. It says Isaiah 65:12. Therefore will I number you to the sword, and ye shall all bow down to slaughter, because when I called, ye did not answer. When I spake, ye did not hear, but did evil before mine eyes, and did choose that wherein I delighted not. Exactly, when you tell your friends or family or people in the world that you're not supposed to eat pork, you're not supposed to eat lobster, shrimp, crab, what do they say? Nah, I'm gonna eat my pork. Nah, I'm gonna eat my shrimp. I don't know about you, right? Nah, I'm gonna steal. Nah, I'm gonna smoke my drugs. They don't listen. When I spake, ye did not hear, but did evil before mine eyes, and did choose that wherein I delighted not. Therefore, thus saith the Lord, Yahweh Bahashim Yahushai, Behold, my servants shall eat, but ye shall be hungry. Behold, my servants shall drink, but ye shall be thirsty. Behold, my servants shall rejoice, but ye shall be ashamed. And why are they going to feel like this? Because we have been saying this since the beginning. Right? Let's actually go to that. Prophets me find the scripture. Goes in, and in that time, Ezekiel 33 and 33. And when this cometh to pass, let's see. And lo, thou art unto them as a very lovely song of one that hath a pleasant voice and can play well on an instrument. For they hear thy words, but they do them not. And that goes into what we just read in Isaiah. And it says, and when this cometh to pass, lo, it will come. Then shall they know that a prophet hath been among them. Right? When all these prophecies that we have been talking about come, then are they going to know that everything we have been saying is coming to pass. That's when Isaiah 4:1 is going to come, when 7 women shall cleave unto one man to get rid of the reproach, right? Because they know that if they get with this man, they can be saved through him. They can be saved. They can be sanctified through him, right? So yeah, just blowing that trumpet, being that watchman, going over the news, tying it with prophecy. This vision is getting closer and closer, and many people can't see it, but if you can, be grateful and give all praises to the Most High, all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakwadash. Okay? So once again, all honors, prayers, praise, and glory goes out to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakwadash, and double honors to the apostles and elder bishops, great most, that taught me this truth, and hopefully this reaches that hopeful elect. Okay? And Shalom.